AI is a crisis of thinking, so we'd better think. I'm going to avoid speculation and focus on what we know for sure. We know that things are either going to be very bad or very strange. It doesn't make sense to panic, it does make sense to prepare. Yes, technology was always changing and improving with huge advancements like the printing press, assembly line, and telephone. It's important to understand that inventions changed both our habits and behavior. People obviously started watching more movies when the VCR was introduced. Even that affected society in profound and unseen ways. Social media started exploding in the late 2000s, and soon after the smartphone became widely adopted. Together, they were a perfect match to change our collective behavior forever. But that was then, and this is now. We know for sure that AI will affect us profoundly in one way or another. My role in all this is not to discuss the extinction scenarios, although those discussions are pertinent as well. My job is to discuss preparation, either psychologically or spiritually, however you want to look at it. Just don't underestimate this aspect. AI is a crisis of thinking, so we'd better think. In this era, we must proceed carefully if we want to maintain our strength and sanity. Sanity is survival nowadays. Just think about it. People were deeply psychologically unwell long before AI technology began distancing us from reality. Everything from our self-image to our attention spans have been compromised by social media and modern entertainment. Listen to me. Focus on what's real more often. We become disoriented if our routine is full of fantasy. This is how we prepare. Stop thinking about robot armies for a minute. We are quickly losing touch with reality itself. This is serious. I said that my job is to encourage psychological and/or spiritual preparedness. Here's what I mean. First of all, spend more time in reality. Explore how it operates and what is the highest form of truth. Examine which worldviews tend to produce societies with the highest quality of life. Second, get right with the people in your life. Take accountability. Blame never works. Pay back old debts and reconnect with old friends. Make amends with old enemies. Third, understand that for people in crisis, most solutions do not work. But throughout history, spiritual surrender has brought sanity to anyone willing to thoroughly humble themselves. Understand that admitting past wrongdoing and practicing truth-telling are both spiritual and psychological maneuvers. The results produced by these maneuvers indicate a right and wrong mode of being, which indicates something approximating God. I know this discussion can make people angry, but remember that open-mindedness sets the stage for efficient learning and that knowledge is power. Concerning the nature of AI and the technology involved, a conversation about intelligence creation shouldn't be controversial. There should be no aversion, but for some reason there is, and that is very peculiar to me. If a God-like entity is the problem, perhaps a greater God entity is the solution. I don't see how that's controversial. In any case, preparation means practicing courage, rigorous honesty, and accountability. Those things work for sure. When I discuss preparation, don't think so much robot warfare as making peace with the past and those around you. Don't worry about the things you can't change. If it's going to be a robopocalypse, from what I understand, there isn't much defense, but it's always the right time to get right. Yes, things look bad, so we must focus on what influence we do have. That is the trap that people fall into. We try to solve problems that are outside our control before indulging gossip and blame. That doesn't work. That's why I stress the importance of accountability. My life transformed when I accepted the truth that it matters profoundly what I think, say, and do. We don't have time to believe otherwise, even if AI magically disappears tomorrow.